Namaste, Namaste, and welcome to Pure Souls Yoga Facebook Live session at morning 6:30 on 21st June 2020. Happy International Yoga Day. Welcome. I don't see anybody has signed in up till now. I'm gonna wait because it's morning and it's a Saturday. No, it's a Sunday. Sorry, it's a Sunday. So it's difficult, but it is International Yoga Day. So I hope some international audience shows up in the meanwhile, and this is going to be a recording any which ways. So my regular viewers can catch up anytime throughout the day. No compulsion that I have to spoil your Sunday because I am a yoga teacher and I am a yoga practitioner. So all the yoga practitioners and teachers are very excited today. It's like a Diwali, like a new year for them. But other than the excitement, I think a clear message goes out on the eve of International Yoga Day is simply that yoga is not a one-day practice, yoga is not a one-hour practice. Yoga is not asana, yoga is not pranayam, yoga is not meditation either. Then what is yoga? Everything of these things that I just said actually is said as yoga in the media, in public, that's what is famous. And what exactly is yoga? Well, yoga is simply a way of living, a disciplined way of living. If you have discipline, if you have focus, if your mind, body, soul is integrated along with the breath and is in sync, working at any given present moment of time, any task, any activity that you are doing becomes yoga. Because if you are very clear and very focused where you're heading, in your thoughts, in your words, in your actions, then everything is fine, because then you are accountable, you are taking complete responsibility, taking charge of your life. And yoga is nothing but lifestyle management, simple. So today, how would we start our session? So we will start with Sthit Pratnasana, that is standing prayer pose, where we will condition the mind, as I always teach in my live sessions. So what is, hello Sunny, PI4U has joined in. Okay, I don't really know you, but thank you for joining in. And yes, I can see all those who come online. So what are we going to do in conditioning? So ideally we don't think, we just keep our focus on a single point and we observe the breath like a spectator. However, because beginners are struggling to control the thoughts or to just focus on a single point, what can they do is always try to convert your negative thoughts into positive. So since it's a standing prayer pose, what we will pray for is that universe, nature, we will ask for it, we will we wish, we pray to God, to nature, to universe, that you have bestowed on us so many blessings. One of the main blessings is our body, and then the mind, our breath, our ability to speak, our ability to see, hear, taste, touch, smell, grasp, move, excretion, reproductive organs. All these are our five senses of perception and five senses of action. So we are thanking nature for gifting us so many beautiful things with which we can experience this beautiful life, this beautiful world, and which is full of beauty and full of so much of opportunity for me to make a better living, for not just for myself but for everybody around me. So I'm asking nature, divine, that if I have a body, I make the most of keeping it healthy, so it, because it is like an instrument that helps me throughout the life in achieving whatever I want to achieve. That's why the body is the most important wealth that we have. Another thing that we have, the most important, is the mind. Mind is the most powerful. Okay, every thought that generates in the mind, accompanied by the emotion, the feeling, is very, very, very powerful, because it is energy, and that energy impacts our life. It decides our fate, it decides our future. So we have to be very, very, very careful and aware of what we are thinking, how we are feeling. It will tell us where it's going to take us in future. And another most important thing that we have is the ability of speech. Words are very powerful. So didn't we hear when we were young, जब हम छोटे थे तो हमसे कहा जाता था कि ये शब्द ही हैं जो इंसान को या तो तोड़ सकते हैं या तो जोड़ सकते हैं, ये रिश्ते बना सकते हैं या तोड़ सकते हैं. ठीक है, आप अगर किसी को अच्छा नहीं बोल सकते तो कभी बुरा भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए. If you can't say something nice to someone, don't say anything bad also, because that all echoes in your chitta, in your personality complex. It just, settles in the chitta for a very long period of time, which is very unknown to us, and it's very mysterious when the karma will come back and we'll have to pay for it. So we have to be very careful of these gifts given to us by nature and universe, and use it very sensibly, very effectively. Just like we accumulate material wealth when we start earning, and we start saving, we start investments, and we know that we have to very tactfully, very systematically, logically have to spend money. We can't just get impulsive and go out and spend money, because as you saw in this coronavirus situation where we are locked inside the house for indefinite period of time, we just don't know how long the virus is going to last outside, and how long we'll have to protect ourselves staying inside. So at that point of time, all our savings are going to be a boon, and it's going to be a savior. Similarly, our body, our mind, our breath, everything is a gift given to us. We need to use it very tactfully, very intelligently, okay, and very nicely. Not that we abuse it to our advantage, but if we have to take anything to our advantage, always and always try to serve and help others. So these are the gifts that we are going to discuss in our mind, in our prayer, when we stand in Sthit Pratnasan and thank the divine for all these gifts. And as I said, we will make the most of it. So this is what we will focus on if there are too many thoughts in the mind. If not, then we will simply witness our breath. So close your eyes. Keep your feet together, hands in Namaste, head neck back in one straight line. Now we will begin with home chanting. So slowly breathe in. Gautam Nath Khanna, Risky Munda. Okay, hi. I don't know. I'm not familiar with most of you. Amrinder Singh ji, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. Okay, so yes, that was the beginning. This is how we condition the mind, because everything starts from the mind. Any manifestation that we experience in the body is a manifestation of the mind. I'm so glad you all are awake on Sunday morning, or probably you did not sleep last night. This is an extension of your last night party. But anyhow, it's just a joke. Please don't take it seriously. Let's begin our session for today. So, what are we going to do? First, I'm going to put some music. And then we're going to do a little warm up, after which we will do certain basic asanas, and then we'll get to Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is very important to begin with, and I would recommend that whoever is doing it for the first time, just take it easy. And today I'm just going to keep it very light, not something very heavy. Okay, so to begin with, we'll start with the neck stretches. Neck is the most important thing that we need to work on. Just stand closer. Okay, so you drop your neck on the right hand side. Feel the stretch coming on this side as you drop the neck. Just keep breathing normally. Leave it as loose as you can, observing the stretch. Get your head straight, drop it on the other side. Do exactly the same thing, just leave it loose and relax. Observe the stretch coming on this side. We often have stiff neck because of wrong posture, and as I said, always looking at the mobile phones down, we keep straining our neck behind. Now drop it behind. Try to always hold a little longer when you drop your neck backwards. I'll tell you the benefits of this neck exercise. This may look very simple, but it's highly effective. People suffering from vertigo, people suffering from migraine, any kind of headache, okay, any kind of neck stiffness, people with pain in the shoulders, frozen shoulders, must necessarily do these basic simple neck exercises every single day. In fact, do it twice or thrice a day. See the magical difference. You will, within a month, okay, half a month, you will start seeing so many changes. Within a month, there will be drastic difference seen, observed. You will, headache, I have suffered from migraine. It immediately cures migraine if you try to do these neck rotations, but do these stretches before you start the neck rotation. Try to go easy. Now drop it down. Try to touch your chin to the chest so you feel the stretch behind. Sometimes you may feel down to the back, the mid back. Square your shoulders. Important in itself, so nothing like I should do this more and that less, nothing like that. Each and every stretch is very important. Now you twist, okay, so you understood the four sides. It was right shoulder drop, left shoulder drop, backwards, forward, and now twisting. So you look at the right shoulder and try to turn your leg behind. Look at the left shoulder, try to turn behind. One more time, look to the right. Always your one side is going to be more flexible than the other side, only because we are, if you are right-handed, we are using too much of the right side, okay, so the left brain is activated, therefore one side is more flexible than the other side. So we need to become ambidextrous. We need to balance both the sides so that both the brains are working, the left and the right. Now look at the left side, twisting to the left shoulder. And when you are twisting, exhale. When you twist your neck, exhale. Come back to the center. It really removes a lot. Okay. Just a little effect. Okay. Now we're going to do. So we did the neck stretches. Now we'll do neck rotations. Now this is half rotation, where you take it from one side of the shoulder to the other side and you turn it backwards. This is half rotation. as you can. This really opens up your shoulders, your neck, and removes the stiffness from the upper body. My upper body is already feeling so light and relaxed now. Let's go one more time. So push your palms upwards. You turn your palms upwards. Very good exercise for the shoulder blades, for all the stiffness that we have here at the back. Wow, that was wholesome. Trust me, these very normal looking exercises can do a big deal for your body. So if you're not a fan of doing too many asanas, just do these stretches, it will work a long way. Breathe normally and count. After 20 seconds, I head forward. Left hand is just not used to doing things. It can give burden to the other arm very much, very easily. Okay, so let's get started with the asanas. Okay, so now we're going to do one round of Tadasana. Right, so we'll do one round of Tadasana. need to repeat it at least 3 times, but kind of short of time right now, so we're going to do just once. Side angle pose helps you open up all the alveoli of your lungs so you can breathe optimum. Now understand, if you are watching the recording of this video, you can always replay, and you can pause and you can repeat the asana 3 times, but do it at least 3 times every asana. Okay, Tadasana, Utkatasana, now this Konasana, and now we're going to do Vakrasana, which is 2 feet distance. That's enough. I'm going to show you sideways, right? Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the knees straight. I'm going to show you in one more time Vakrasana in case you do not understand. So I'm going to face this side. I'm going to show you how it's done. Inhaling, exhaling. When you raise your hands, you inhale. When you twist, you exhale. When you stay there, you can either suspend your breath for 6 seconds or you can keep normal breathing. That's absolutely fine. Anything is fine. But when you come back, you inhale. And Vakrasana is a twisting pose which helps you bring twist in your pancreas, your digestive system. So it helps improving those functions. And for your spine, it helps making your spine more flexible, more stronger. When you do all these upward stretching exercises, when you squat down, it strengthens your back. When you twist, it makes your spine more flexible. That which becomes stiff, and because it is kept dormant, we are, if we have a habit of standing too much or sitting too much, we give too much of burden on the back. So to help ease out the back and avoid any back problems and gain maximum flexibility of the spine, do the twisting exercises. And now we're going to do forward bend and backward bend. So the classic forward bend that we're going to do is Padottanasana. Stretch the legs as much as you can. Just drop forward. Now you decrease the distance, say about 3 feet approximately, and now you're going to stretch on either side. So take your hands behind, interlock your fingers like this behind, twist from the waist to the right side, top forward. Inhaling, come up, exhaling, go down. And now center. Really helps you open up the hamstrings and the back, both serving very nicely. Want to do one more time? Let's do one more time. Okay? Alright, so take your hands behind, turn to the right. Inhale, come up. Understand one thumb rule. Hello Pradeep, KV, Pradeep, KV, yeah, that's your name. Yes, happy International Yoga Day. So, I believe I teach Ashtanga Yoga and Karma Yoga, that's my style. And what I want to say is Karma theory is simple, what you give is what you get, what goes around comes around. If in your mind, if you know that we humans cannot operate without faith, faith is the most essential thing for our survival, for our existence, more than the intelligence that we have, because the intelligence can build a false perception of self, that is ego. And as I took the topic of depression yesterday, so one tends to commit suicide, or one tends to think that it's my life, I can end it only because of the ego. So only faith can break the walls of the ego, and if one surrenders to the will of God and does each and every action, as I said in the beginning, it becomes much more easier. You don't have to push and force and put too many efforts. So do every practice with ease, whether it is yoga asanas or anything else in life. Okay, so this was forward bending, now we'll do back bending. Okay. So this is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. can separately do all these exercises, asanas, and keep our body flexible. See, it is not a compulsion to practice Surya Namaskar. What is important is all the asanas that are there in Surya Namaskar combined. If you do it individually instead of doing it combined, you can perfect in that, you can master in it, and you can bring more stability in the mind, which is what we want. We want control over the mind, because the definition of yoga according to Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yesterday I spoke about the first chapter, first sutra, Atha Yoga Anushasanam. We begin the discipline of yoga. The second sutra says Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha means we need to master over the mind by controlling all the fluctuations of the chitta. Okay, all the fluctuations that's happening, because of which we are not able to focus, we are not able to concentrate. We need to work towards it. So every action should be working towards that main goal. Okay, so that therefore do not entertain any random thoughts while you're doing practice of asanas. Just enjoy the flow of your breath, enjoy the flow of the movement of your body, see where all you have stiffness, and attend to it, because body is asking for your attention. That is the reason why we're doing it. I'm sorry if you find me talking too much, because ideally when you take a yoga class, there is a teacher and there is a model. So the teacher gives instructions and the model does it. But I'm here the model and I'm here the teacher, so I have to speak also, I have to give instructions, and I have to perform as well. Okay, I will take a little bit of plan. So we did forward bend, we did back bend, and now we're going to sit. Okay, enough standing, we're going to sit now. Very essential for the joint movements, very essential. Always work towards extending your back than curving it, because if you have curved it from before, it will be difficult for you to extend the back. So from the very beginning, try to extend the back and go further down. Okay, try to touch your chest more to the floor than trying to touch your head to the knees. Okay, now we're going to do Parvatasana. Padmasana. Always rest like this after doing Bhujangasana. And now, I think we have hardly few minutes left, so we're gonna do pranayam. We're gonna do equal breathing, and we're gonna do Anulom Vilom. Okay, so equal breathing. We're just gonna do inhale for 3, exhale for 3. Say for about 20 counts, 20 rounds. We're going to do inhale for 3, exhale for 3. You can sit in any meditative posture, not necessarily only in this. If you want to sit in Vajrasana, you can sit in Vajrasana. If you want to sit in Purushasana, you can sit in Purushasana. This is Purushasana. Okay, this is how we sit. It's the bull pose. Okay, so you can sit in Purushasana, you can sit in Vajrasana, you can sit in Padmasana. Trust me, many of you would not even come to know if I'm doing equal breathing, because it's so subtle, it's so natural and deep that the other person does not come to know whether the pranayam is going on. But after asanas, always practice pranayam after asanas. It just gives a very relaxing effect, very soothing effect on the mind and the body. So it controls the fluctuations as I was talking about. And now we're going to do Anulom Vilom. So close your left nostril, breathe in from the right and breathe out from the left. Then breathe in from the left, breathe out from the right. take your leave for the day. Thank you very much for joining me live. Hello Paras Gupta. Now join me on Facebook Live, and I wish you all the very best, not just for today